Max, I need your HD! Nope, it's only me today. Hi kids. I actually contemplated long and hard about whether to even make this review for you or not, because I wasn't really sure if you guys would want to hear about what I think is technically a children's book, but I asked about it on Twitter and I got a couple of responses. So thanks to Roxy and Katharina, someone, I hope I'm saying your name right, but thanks to the two of them, I am actually gonna do this. So, without further ado, I present to you my review of one of my favorite series. This is the first book in it, but favorite series of all time. Lloyd Alexander's The Chronicles of Prydain, the Book of Three, which I'm really psyched to see have been redone, because the covers used to be white and plain, and now they're all shiny and metallic and fun. First thing I want to say about this is there's a map. And also something that's new in these editions, a pronunciation guide, which has been super helpful for me since these books are based in a blend of universal mythology and Welsh legend, which can sound very daunting, especially since there are a lot of double consonants in all of the names of people and places, and it's very difficult to figure out how to be saying things, but eventually you get there, and the pronunciation guide is actually really handy. To start, I know this doesn't really look that interesting. It's only 190 pages long, and the text is very far set in. It's not complicated at all. They're definitely for kids. But if you are looking for daring sword fights, high adventure, magical journeys to far off places, horses, kings, enchantresses, creatures, species, this has all of it. And it's done with some of the most beautiful Middle-age type prose. This particular story in the series begins the tale of, I believe his name is said Taran, but I have spent my entire childhood calling him Taran, so I'll probably say both. But Taran is the assistant pig keeper in his small home village, I think, of Caer Dalben, and he is assigned to keep track of the oracular pig Henwen. And when she escapes, he sets off on a journey to go out and find her, because he's just begun his duties as assistant pig keeper after longing for a higher adventure. I think he's 16 or something like that in life, and he loses her and must go find her again, and tales ensue, and he meets people and creatures and lords, and there are battles. Another thing about these books is that they're really memorable and individually personalized characters. Each of them has a very specific personality that blooms throughout their dialogue. For example, Eilenwy. Yeah, I kept calling her Eleni for the first 12 times I read this. Her name is Eilenwy. Uses a lot of metaphors. She's always saying, that's like having this, or that's like having this done. And whatever she says that it's like is always worse than whatever is actually happening to her. And she's a bit huffy and bossy, and maybe a bit like Hermione. And of course, the brave and valiant Flutterflam, who's something of a bard, and has a problem with coloring the facts. Now, when I say middle-aged prose, I don't mean that it's for middle-aged people, obviously. I mean, this book is definitely set back in mystical land of Prydain, where they ride horses and use candles and sleep on hay, and it's great. There are a lot of characters in this book that I wound up relating, actually, to characters in Harry Potter. There is a species created by the evil King Aran, where he steeps dead people in this magical cauldron that he has, and they sort of become reanimated and do his bidding and can never die, which reminded me a bit of the Inferi, however you pronounce it, from Harry Potter. And I just kept drawing more correlations, particularly when I met Gurgi, who is another creature in this book that Taran befriends, and he speaks and acts so much like Dobby. He speaks in the third person, and he always hastens to the rescue to save everyone. And, Gurgi's a great guy. I just have a problem putting books in the shot and making them not blind people. If you are interested, check it out. They're phenomenal. The next one is called The Black Cauldron. I'm reading it right now. Again, for I think the fourth time. But yeah. Really fun, really easy, and full of high adventure. Very, very lively and vibrant characters, all of whom are super memorable. But I'll let you find out for yourself. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you indulging my childhood books. This is going to be a summer of rereading them all, I can just tell right now. So be prepared. But thanks again, and bye.